You know, 37 years ago, on this month, something awful happened to me and my family. And every month since then, I have avoided long travels if I can. The reason why? Well, the third generation German had brought near death experiences up. And I had one. Well, I almost died. Yeah. See, back in 1981, we was living in a school bus. Actually, one of the train test buses. And we just left Banff, Alberta, in one of those less travel road, and there was people rebuilding and repaving the road. And what happened, my father stepped on the brakes because there was an earth mover pulled right in front of him, and we was going down the hill. And no air, nothing, dead brakes. And what happened is he had two choices: ram the bus into the earth mover and let the big wheels tangle up the front of the bus, or drive it off a 30-foot cliff. Yes. So my dad drove the bus off the 30-foot cliff, landed on the roof, and everybody was trapped. Thank God it was a working area, so the people who was working stopped and basically dug us out. My dad said the only thing that saved us wasn't the Lord or Jesus. It's the big bunk beds he had in the back because, there's 6 of them. Nice, big. Because it was one of the trenches buses, city buses, it didn't have anything to actually keep it from squeezing. Because of this, it became a pancake. And going down, 30 foot. Yeah. So that's my near death. I was the second last one to get out of it. I was trapped in the back in the bunks. So, and you talk about your near death experience, Bob. Try to survive a rollover down the cliff with everything your family owns without the bus exploding. Thank God we had a propane tank in there. The only thing really serious, my brother had a big cut in his leg and had to go to the hospital for it. But we lost everything. It was very sad. And we had to start over. This is why I just don't like traveling at this time of year, Bob. Big. Because I'm afraid something like this will happen again. Everybody talk about the car accidents and heart attack that, near death thing. Well, yeah. That's just mine. That's our family. We change a lot. Everybody basically grew up back on that day, fall day back in 1981. We basically changed our outlook and everything. I didn't see God or anything, but that night I had trouble sleeping because I probably wasn't a shock. And I just was a teenager back then. So if no voices from God or Jesus telling you, it's just like my dad spit it as a season to either lemon in the back of a earth move in the tires and die that way with like an explosion or off the cliff. So, do you ever had a life and death experience like that, Bob? With your father? I don't think so. A few times my father had tried to burn grass back of the house. Twice it happened. We almost got burnt. Talk about that as for a bad luck thing. First time, it came to the house, my dad able to get it out. We was living in the bush. Second time he did it, it was a garage nearby that had, grandma was fixing cars. Boom, it went because of the old law, draining oil and all that. And basically turned the whole area. And I was working at the time with my parents at the airport in Calgary, and I was damn tired. I think the smoke got me because I didn't wake up until after 2 o'clock. Yeah, it's going to turn you off. I hate when you go off. Oh, no, I'm not editing this up. No. Talk about that. I have also been almost shot at with claim dumpers back. Yes, back in the 70s, I'm one of the few people who actually had a claim jumper. And I was just a kid. Imagine how my stare death. The last serious one, other than finding out I am a diabetic, that was, the recent one. But the most scary one is when we had this place and there was a new pump, type of crank. So the landlord and my dad figure, since I was the heaviest one, stand on the pump as they weigh up there about 25, 30 feet. And I'm on the top of this pump. And hopefully my weight would bring the whole thing down. Talk about it in a scary way on the dump with the way down, because I was like on this pole, wiggling, just plump to go down. I survived, but you think you go to a scary ride and your waves up and fall down? Try to be on a hand pump, looking down, and hope the whole thing will slide down into place. And you had one near death? Bob, I had many, and I survived. I wasn't thinking about God. I was thinking out the bloody thing and saying, why me? Why? Because I'm the heaviest one to do this. There's a time that goat flipped me over when trying to catch it, and a few other times. But the near-death experience I have, I didn't pray when I went to back down the ground for God. I was just like, holy shit, I'm not going to do it again feeling. No, I didn't get any reward for it. But once I saved a duck on the road, and my mom and dad bought me an ice cream. Yeah, this was a freeway type of thing, but that was many times. Try to, fall off your bike, landing on your nose first when your big brake field going down a 90% grade outside Hope, BC. Yeah, I did. I done it. But when you're in the hospital bed and you find out you got diabetes, that's when you know you have to take care of yourself and change everything on your life. Yes, diet, things, and so forth. So I think you'll nail that thing. It's probably when you know you're either diabetic like I am. And for January, Jimmy, I hope he never become a diabetic like me. It's hard. Now I'm could go anytime because my blood sugar may go up to a point that I don't need my insulin or my pills. This is my lifetime saver right now, Bob. Look at this. Two of these. God is not helping me. Science to be survived. This and pills twice a day. And what's my diet? This is saving me. Not prayers. Prayers do not make you not have diabetes, Bob. And this is why I know for sure I am on that line, the life and death, for the last 25 years. So there, Bob, pray. Because God didn't came to me, oh Jesus, to tell me to go back because my job wasn't famous. No. I survived because of good luck, good thinking, and science. So I want to put my little 2 bits on this because you're not the only one, Bob. You have no death. I have many. Did it change my views? Well, no. Would it change your views? No. But sometimes you wonder about luck. Was the angel, my guardian angel, was looking out for me? Oh, the answer is probably yes. I have to thank my guardian angel, but he already knows. He already knows. So there. Next time the trouble comes to you, don't stop, Bob. Think of people like me who've been there at death door more than once. 37 years ago, my life has changed. And bless my families. Try imagine you going down a 30-foot cliff in a bus, Bob. Bye.